really what Susie was just talking about. So Susie and I have been doing some qualitative longitudinal research with participants and their families who are going through genomic medicine to explore their experiences. And we've been gathering really rich stories about often very difficult and protracted journeys that are characterised by uncertainty. And we were thinking about ways that we can communicate these stories more broadly to other people. So one of the ways that we've tried to do this is through illustration. So we've worked with some of our participants and an artist, and we've developed 4 patient journey animations. So all 4 of them are on display in the foyer, so you can have a look at those in your own time. But one of them we have animated, so I'm going to play that to you now so you can see that in a bit more detail. And also the narration on the animation is our participants themselves, so you can hear their story in their voices, which I think brings quite a powerful element to it. Oh, and I also need to say that this is actually a preview of the animation which is still being edited, so the quality of it is not quite what it will be, but hopefully it's enough to give you an idea of what we're doing.
I am Maggie and I'm married to William, and we have 2 grown-up children. William has a neurological condition and had his genome sequenced to look for a genetic explanation. In this sense, William is the patient, but our journey through genomics is collective. This is our story. William's symptoms started in his early 40s. The physical changes happened very gradually and we didn't acknowledge them at first. But one day in the garden, when William turned to talk to me, what should have been a natural movement was awkward. We both saw it and realised that something wasn't right. We sought medical advice and were referred to a neurologist who suspected a genetic cause because of William's family history. William's father had similar symptoms, although at the time we'd never thought they could be hereditary. Growing up, different family stories were told to explain Pops's condition, like being repeatedly hit on the head with a sailing boom, or from having mumps which caused encephalitis as an adult. But when William started with similar symptoms, these stories unravelled, and we began to question the genetic nature of Pops's condition. William also started to think about his own past and wondered how his experiences had been affected by his condition. Had he had to work harder at sports and balance than others? After targeted genetic testing didn't find anything, William had his genome sequenced to continue the search for a genetic explanation. Our children are at the heart of our story. The importance of finding a genetic cause comes from the implications it holds for them and our future grandchildren. We want to find and share as much information as possible to help give the children choices. If it was just about William, he might not have had genome sequencing. The genetic aspect is not important for how he makes sense of his condition for himself. William has a pragmatic approach and focuses on adapting to the physical challenges his condition presents. The way he sees it,
if I'm at the top of the stairs, I can either stay there or find a way to get down.
He continues to seek new ways to carry on living life to the fullest. He recently took up golf and he always says,
I just have to keep my feet firmly on the ground.
William's physical limitations are less obvious when he's not standing. He tells us,
when I'm sitting or lying down, I'm just the same as everybody else.
A few years ago we got a letter saying that the genome sequencing had not revealed a genetic cause. At first we were relieved, as we thought we were being told that the condition wasn't genetic after all. But when we spoke to the neurologist, we realised we were actually being told that it is genetic. It's just that the specific genetic causes are not yet understood and may or may not become clearer in the future. This realisation was a real low point for us. We went from believing we'd reached the end of our genetic search and feeling very hopeful for the children, to realising that our journey continues with unanswered questions. So now for us, it's about finding ways to accept and live with the uncertainty of what the future may bring.
think for me, that animation does a really brilliant job of just bringing to the fore the complexities of genomic medicine and really showing what it feels like in people's lives, how it sits with everything else that's going on. So, yeah, that's what we wanted to show you.